Hey everyone, as promised, here is my author spotlight on Andrew Kaufman. Andrew Kaufman is a Canadian writer and he has published 4 novels so far, 2 rather short ones and 2 normal length ones, like under 300 pages still, but normal length novels. I think to appreciate about Andrew Kaufman is his writing. His books are written in a way that they are very hard to put down. The 2 short novels I read in a sitting and the 2 longer novels I read on a weekend. The way he tells his stories just sucks you into the characters, into the story, and you just want to continue reading. You want to know what happens next. And the way that he writes it is that it flows. You don't feel any obstacles while reading. You don't even want to stop because you can just continue reading. And it's fascinating. Another important point to mention about Andrew Kaufman's writing is that he applies magical realism. For anyone who doesn't know what magical realism is, it's putting magical elements into our normal world and we're just accepting them as real and reality. So in all of Andrew Kaufman's writing, we find some magical realism. But it's not like his characters are magical creatures or that there are some magical things going on. What I like about his magical realism is that he looks at people and characteristics and things that we do and just enhances them, gives them more power to make them appear stronger. A good example for this is All My Friends Are Superheroes. Here we meet a lot of characters and all of the characters have superpowers. But all of the superpowers are mainly normal character traits and you just look at them as something special. For example, the couch surfer, empowered with the ability to sustain life and limb without a job, steady companion or permanent place of residence, the couch surfer can be found roaming from couch to couch of friends' apartments all across the city. The couch surfer is not only able to withstand long periods of acute poverty, but is also able to nutritionally sustain himself with only handfuls of breakfast cereals, slices of dry bread and condiments. Mysteriously, he always has cigarettes. Now I know at least one person that fits that description, but I would have never thought of looking at it as a superpower. And that's what I like about this novel, that you look at all the characteristics your friends have and you realize maybe that is a superpower. It's a secret thing they can do. And that's what Andrew Kaufman does in all of his novels. In The Tiny Wife, we see all the characters giving away something that is important to them and losing themselves in that. And the main character, the tiny wife, starts shrinking and she can only be saved by her husband and their relationship to each other. And it is amazing how this book makes you think about relationships and how you work on that and what you do with your relationships. Those 2 were Andrew Kaufman's shorter novels, like I said, really fast reads and straight to the point. His longer novels have more story to them. In The Waterproof Bible, we meet a lot of characters who also have some secret powers. For example, there is one character who cannot keep her emotions to herself, so she's broadcasting them, that if you're next to her, you feel what she feels. That's only one of the characters, and we have many more. And also we have a character from Under the Water. There is a parallel society, and there is a character that lives under the water and who has come up onto our ground to get her mother back, because she believes that living on ground is
sacrilegious. Is that the word? I think sacrilegious is the word.
It's against everything the people underwater believe. And that's why this thing is called Waterproof Bible, because there is a connection to belief and God and what we think in there. But it's not only talking about belief and religion, it's also looking at what belief is and what we believe in and what religion is for us. It's not a highly religious book. I would not recommend it to anyone who doesn't like to read about belief and religion, but if you are open-minded to different kinds of beliefs, I would recommend this book. In his latest book, Born Weird, he talks about a family and the children and the secret powers they had. It's a little bit similar to the first book, All My Friends Are Superheroes, with special powers that are just characteristics. But here it's looking more at the thing that how negative a characteristic can be if it's only that, or how negative it can be to not have that characteristic at all. It's more talking about finding a good balance between things and also about family stories and family connections. I really enjoyed this, and if you like the Royal Tenenbaums, you should definitely check out this book. I think Andrew Kaufman is highly underappreciated and unrecognized. I looked on Goodreads and I saw that for all his books together, he merely got a little more than 6,000 ratings, and that's not enough for someone who can write such wonderful books. And because I think Andrew Kaufman is not read enough, I want to give away 2 of his books. And to get one of them, you just have to tell me which book you would like and give me a good reason why, because I think that's interesting to find out why you want to read that book in particular. Also, you have to be able to receive books by the book depository, because I will use them to ship out the books, and the book depository has to have the books, of course. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you are more interested in Andrew Kaufman's writing now. Bye bye.